Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I made any videos on here, but I've really missed making content and the community on here. So starting today, I'm planning on being a lot more active, and I thought as my first video back, it'd be fun to share all the books I read in the month of January. January was a really good reading month for me, but more in terms of quality than quantity, because I didn't read that many books, but the ones I did read, I really enjoyed. I did have one DNF though that I'll get into soon. Let's start the video off on a good note by talking about the book that I enjoyed the most this month. That was Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. This book is about a woman who runs a tea shop in Chinatown in San Francisco, and one day she comes across a dead body and she decides that she's going to be the one to solve the case. This book was so cute and really funny. I don't remember the last time a thriller made me cry one page and then laugh the next. Also, as a child of an immigrant Asian mother, though mine is South Asian, I felt like I could really relate to this story, and I felt like it was written from my mom's perspective. And is this book a little ridiculous at times? Yes. But I felt like it was just what I needed on a cold, snowy day with a cup of tea. So if you're looking for a cozy, wholesome story, I definitely recommend this one. Okay, now to get it over with, let's talk about the book that I ended up DNFing. That was The Last One by Will Dean. This book I listened to as an audiobook. This book has a really cool premise. It's about a woman who goes on a cruise with her fiance, and the next morning she wakes up and everybody is gone. I don't know if it was the audiobook that ruined this book for me, but this book is pretty big, but it's really slow and you don't really find out what's even happening until the middle. And I also didn't really enjoy any of the characters that much, but there was this one character that was really over the top and annoying, and I feel like the audiobook made it worse. I might pick this book up again in the future because I do want to see where it goes, and I've heard that if you can push through the beginning, it gets better, but I just unfortunately had to DNF it for now. I also read The Last Word this month. I feel like Taylor Adams had a lot of fun writing this book because it's about a girl who leaves a 1-star review for a book, and now the author is coming to kill her. This is a really stressful cat and mouse story, and the whole beginning is really creepy. I started this book at night and I was so creeped out I had trouble falling asleep, so I would not recommend that. But I really enjoyed this book overall. It's told from the perspective of both the author and the main character, and it's kind of funny how they contradict each other at times. I will say that the ending is a little predictable in this book, but it was still a crazy fun ride and I flew through this book. I also finally read Fourth Wing this month. This book has been so hyped up and I finally got around to reading it. And I'm happy to report that I actually really enjoyed it overall. I've heard this book being compared to Top Gun with dragons, and I feel like that's like the best way to describe this book. I had a good time reading this book, so if you're looking for an easy, fun book to get into, I definitely recommend it. It's also a great book if you're new to the fantasy genre because it's not as dense as fantasy can be sometimes. But yeah, that's all the books I read in the month of January. I'd love to know what you guys read, so let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And I've also been really enjoying making TikTok videos, and I'm very active on there, so if you want to see more from me, consider following me there as well. And that's it for today's video. See you guys soon.